Storytime with Deschutes Public Library. My name is Miss Roxanne. We're going to go ahead and get started with our hello song. It's called Bread, Butter, Marmalade, and Jam. It is oh so delicious. We are going to practice our opposites by saying hello 4 different ways, and this is how it goes. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello. 3 more times. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello! Great. 2 more times. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Hello! 1 last time. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello. Perfect. Welcome to story time, everyone. So today we are talking all about the color yellow. No. The things on the board behind me are what color? Are they green? Not green either. How about red? No. The things on the board behind me are blue. Good guess. Thank you. So I'm going to teach you a little rhyme. We are on the lookout, my detective friends, for a little duck. Little duck, come out and play. Are you behind the blue crayon today? No. Let's keep going, detectives. Little duck, come out and play. Are you behind the blue? What is this? It's an egg and no duck. Little duck, come out and play. Are you behind the blue cupcake today? Shall we try the cupcake? Oh, mystery detectives, no. Little duck, come out and play. Are you behind the blue truck today? Ready? No. Stand up. Look underneath where you were sitting. Is there a duck? No duck? Let's keep going, mystery detectives. Little duck, come out and play. Are you behind the blue hot air balloon today? Ready? No. Okay, mystery detectives. Little duck, come out and play. Are you behind the blue vroom, vroom car today? That's right. Ready? There's our blue duck. Great job helping me today, my little mystery detectives. So, wiggle your fingers up. Wiggle your fingers down. Wiggle those little fingers round and round. Can you go fast? Can you go slow? Slow as you can go. Wiggle those fingers up. Wiggle those fingers down. Wiggle those fingers round and round. Can you go fast? Can you go slow? Slow as you can go. Wiggle those fingers up. Wiggle those fingers down. Wiggle those fingers round and round. Can you go fast? Can you go slow? Slow as you can go. Fantastic job. Oh, love bugs. I would love to share a story. And the story that I'll be sharing today is called Down by the Sea with Mr. Magee. But before we read our story, as we do for all stories, we need to get ready by opening and shutting them. That's right. So open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Fantastic job. Read with permission of Chronicle Books. Down to the Sea with Mr. Magee by Chris Van Dusen. Mr. Magee and his little dog Dee loved spending time in their boat on the sea.
So early one morning at 6:32, they made a decision. That's just what they'd do. Right after breakfast, Magee packed a lunch. Sandwiches, carrots, a thermos of punch, a big box of raisins, some sweet pickled beets, chocolate chip cookies, and crunchy dog treats. With plans for the day and enough lunch for 3, they hopped in the car and drove down to the sea. The pair left the dock at 7 o'clock and motored their way around Eagle Egg Rock. They passed by the lighthouse and by the old wreck, with Magee at the wheel and Dee on the deck. They suddenly spied off the bow to the east a big pod of whales. There were 50 at least, splashing about in the bright morning sun, feasting on shrimp and sardines by the ton. But one little whale, who had eaten his fill, munching on minnows and plankton and krill, was bored with his breakfast, and since he was through, he swam off in search of something to do. Now Dee and Magee, in their boat on the bay, didn't notice the whale that was heading their way. They were watching the other whales put on a show, and soon that young whale was directly below. From under the sea, the little whale spied Magee and Dee's boat, but not them inside. He longed for adventure. He wanted to play. So he bumped at the boat in the most friendly way. Then the whale placed his blowhole directly below, and ever so gently he started to blow. Magee saw the bubbles. He felt the boat sway. Then up went the boat on a fountain of spray. Higher and higher the little boat flew, and harder the little whale blew. Then the whale blew a blast as hard as he could, much harder in fact than a little whale should, and that final blast blew the boat up in the sky, first 30, then 40, then 50 feet high. The boat kept on rising, but didn't stop there. Wind hit it hard, and it flew through the air. Dee and Magee sailed over the sea, when all of a sudden, they got stuck in a tree. So there they were, stranded, Magee and his pup, in the top of a spruce, 60-something feet up. From their perch in the sky, the two watched in dismay as the whale far below swam swiftly away. Magee was downhearted. Just what could he do? They seemed hopelessly stuck, but little Dee knew the secret to get the boat safely unpinned was to rock back and forth and wait for the wind. So they rocked and they rocked for an hour or so, but the boat didn't budge 'cause the wind didn't blow. Just when they thought they'd be stuck there all night, they spotted far off a spectacular sight. Away in the distance, across the blue bay, the whales, all 50, were headed their way. They swam through the water in one long straight row and gathered around the small island below. Magee looked down at the circle of whales surrounding the island and raising their tails. He felt a bit nervous, a little bit tense, when all of a sudden it made perfect sense.
"They're trying to save us,"
he shouted with glee.
"Hold on, Dee, hold on, as tight as can be."
Their tails slapped down with a thunderous crash, which in turn created a super high splash that covered the island and raced up the tree and dislodged the boat and set them both free. Dee was so happy, she let out a yelp. Magee tipped his hat to the whales for their help.
"Thank you, my friends, for saving the day."
Then they all waved goodbye, and the whales swam away. On the way home, little Dee had a thought. What about all of the food they had brought? In all the excitement, they ate not a bite, so they saved it and had it for dinner that night.
Okay, love bugs, it is that time. It is time to say goodbye. And this is the way that I love to say goodbye to my storytime friends. We'll take our right hand just like this, bend it in half to say goodbye. We'll take our two little friends, and because they're oh so nice and sweet, just like you, they give each other hugs just like this. And then it's time to say goodbye. When we put it all together, friends, this is how it goes. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Fantastic job listening and participating today, everyone. I hope to see you soon. Until next time, happy reading.